Good morning, everyone. It is Tuesday, April 9th. Lisa, Lydia, Scott here with you, expecting some sunshine, a nice turnaround in our temperatures. We'll get to that in a moment. Of course, I want to remind you, we're live on Facebook every weekday morning. It stays on your feed. You can watch it whenever it works best for you. We also make it into a podcast. You can find that at inform.com/podcast. Look for the Inform Minute, not just Facebook. Check us out on all of our social media platforms. All right. Couple of rainy days, but now the rain's pushed out.
Yes, we got about 2/3 of an inch of moisture here in Fargo, 0.65 to be exact. Now that's working its way out. Still kind of foggy, especially Devils Lake Basin and my Minnesota counties. DL down toward Fergus Falls up to Mahnomen, Foston, all dealing with some fog right now. That will clear out next couple of hours. Partly cloudy this afternoon. Not perfectly sunny, but not totally cloudy either. And a high temp of about 62 here in Fargo. That sounds pretty nice after a couple of days in the 40s. Tomorrow will be even warmer. We'll go 65, but there's this little wave of energy moving through, and it just happens right at peak heating time, which means I'm thinking we're going to hear a little thunder in spots tomorrow. A few thunder showers. Those garden variety popcorn type thunder showers won't rain everywhere, but a quick downpour, rumble of thunder, flash of lightning, not out of the question for tomorrow. That's going to sound a little more like spring or even summer. And a temp of about 65 for tomorrow. A little bit cooler with a few lingering showers on Thursday, probably losing the thunder aspect by Thursday. Sun in full force on Friday, temps back in the 60s and 70s for the weekend.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes, you heard that, 70s.
Yeah, we went 75 on Saturday, 72 on Sunday.
That sounds great.
Likely to be a little bit breezy. I don't expect it to be as fierce or gusty or dusty as what we had this past weekend. Again, thanks to that rain, but a little bit of a breeze expected with that. Otherwise, dry skies and temps in the 70s.
Nice.
I know. Next week looks a little more active. We do have some rain chances and a little cooler too with temps in the 50s. And of course, you can check out that forecast on our Storm Tracker app or inform.com.
All right, perfect.
Okay,
Sounds
thanks,
good.
guys.
Thank you, Lydia. New enrollment trends report is showing numbers are expected to hold pretty steady in Grand Forks Public Schools. Enrollment will sit near 7,400 students for at least the next 5 years. This new report has the school board now looking to address some overcrowding in some of its schools. Consultants have already suggested redrawing elementary school boundaries to maybe redistribute some of those students to schools that still have more space. You can read more on this report on our website right now, grandforksherald.com.
All right, new this morning, the Moorhead City Council has approved a set of plans for the Romkey Park project. The plan is to revamp the park's pool, and then other plans for the park include new playground equipment, basketball and pickleball courts, a skate park, a sledding hill, and a splash pad. So lots going on at Romkey Park.
We've now passed the filing deadline for candidates to file for the upcoming election in North Dakota, and it didn't pass without a few more high-profile names. Former longtime State House leader Al Carlson is now running for Fargo City Commission. Carlson also ran for a commission seat 2 years ago and lost. There are now 6 candidates running for 2 seats on the commission. And also, a lot of people are talking about this. Former Miss America and Bismarck native Cara Mund is running for U.S. House. She's going to be running in the Republican primary. North Dakota's primary will be held on June 11th.
All right, new this morning, the Yukon Huskies are back-to-back NCAA champions. Connecticut is now the 8th school in tournament history to win 2 consecutive titles. The Huskies beat Purdue 75-60 in the title game last night. It was on too late for me. I was in bed, but I got to watch the highlights this morning. Sounds like it was a fun game. The last team to claim back-to-back titles was Florida in 2006 and in 2007.
And once again, viewing records were smashed. Let's go back to the women's game because we all talked. Obviously, it was in the afternoon, so we didn't have to worry about our bedtime, but I definitely watched that game. The women's title game between South Carolina and Iowa drew in an average of 18 million people, with viewership peaking at times at 24 million. The record is for the most watched basketball game, college NBA, WNBA since 2019. It's also the second most watched non-Olympic women's sporting event ever.
Yeah, a lot of people tuned in. It was a good game, too.
And it was a good game, right, absolutely.
All right, today on Hot Mic with Dom Izzo, NDSU football begins its 4th week of spring football. An update on what young players are standing out for the Bison so far. Plus, the Gophers men's basketball team is in the middle of rebuilding its roster. Assistant coach Jason Kemp joins the show on what's next for Minnesota. That's from 9 to 11 on WDAY Extra.
And remember, now is a great time to get that inform.com subscription. It's your all-access pass to all news, weather, sports, headlines, everything we've been talking about. 99 cents a month for your first 3 months. Just go to inform.com/subscribe to check it out.
And remember, join us the rest of the day for our newscasts. Our next one's at 11, then 4, 5, 6, 9, and 10. And we'll be back tomorrow morning with First News from 5 to 7 a.m.
Have a great day, everyone.